I'm not thinking about going to Kathmandu. I'm going. In this flip-flop Navigator adventure, I drop into Kathmandu for 5 days. I got lost, wandered hidden alleys, ate everything in sight, and slipped out of the city for a night in the hills, waking up to an unreal sunrise over the Himalayas. Most travelers pass through for a night. That's a mistake. Kathmandu isn't a layover, it's the destination. This isn't just the city of temples. This is Kathmandu when you actually give it a chance. If you need adventure insurance, you've come to the right place. Arriving in Kathmandu, we set our watches back 1 hour and 15 minutes. Bangkok runs GMT plus 7, while Kathmandu runs GMT plus 5:45, one of the few places in the world with a 45-minute time difference. Processing at the airport was fast and getting a taxi was easy. We didn't waste any time checking in and heading straight out for a traditional Nepali dinner near our hotel in Kathmandu Durbar Square. This is meal number 1. Oh, this is good stuff. We ate at the white building on the right, on the top. We stayed at the Melo Pomelo, the courtyard hotel between Durbar Square and Tamil, about a 15-minute walk to each. It's down a small alley right in the middle of everywhere. Notice how quiet it is? That's how we liked it. It's pretty cool. After dinner, we took a walk through Tamil to the north, and things were closing, so we went back to Durbar Square for some late-night evening exploring. Kathmandu Durbar Square isn't polished, and that's the point. Once the seat of kings, now it's just part of the daily rhythm. Temples lean, wood carvings are worn smooth, and it feels like it's been here forever, because it has. Sitting in Durbar Square, you experience life happening right in front of you. Locals living their life, culture, religion, all of it. It's 10 minutes to 10 on Sunday night, and this market is being set up. It must open at 10 o'clock. Day 1, arrived, checked in, ate, explored. It was a good day. Time for bed. Day 2, we woke to the remnants of some morning rain, so we headed to a close, popular breakfast place where we were told only locals eat. This is the breakfast place. Most popular in the whole street. This has beans and potatoes and onions and an egg burger. After breakfast, we did some exploring, walking through the neighborhood to the west of our hotel, walked through Durbar Square yet again, and decided to get a taxi to visit the Dakshin Kali Temple about 25 kilometers southwest of town. On the way to the temple, these ladies flagged us down. Our taxi driver said they were trying to get a ride but wanted to go farther than we were going to the temple. We were warned not to go too early to the Dakshin Kali Temple because it's known for ritual animal sacrifice, usually goats and chickens, offered by devotees seeking protection, blessings, and thanks for prayers answered. It's not hidden or ceremonial for tourists. It's direct. Animals are brought in, blessed, and sacrificed as part of a long-standing religious tradition. Afterwards, the meat is typically taken home and eaten, so it's tied to both faith and daily life. It isn't a polished performance of a past ritual. It's a real expression of belief that's been part of the culture here for generations. We arrived just before closing, so we didn't see any sacrifices. We experienced a traditional puja, Hindu blessing, by a monk who chanted and gave us a tika red mark on the forehead for protection, good fortune, and spiritual welcome. Then received mala, flower necklaces, as a sign of respect and blessing. Our hotel advised us to take a bus home, saying it is quite an adventure in itself, so we did. One for the Dani Puri. Cold, tangy, spicy, and refreshing all at once. Mint, coriander, tamarind, chili, and spices. They put it right there. We spent the afternoon walking and snacking, then headed to Tamil for some tea shopping and dinner. After that, we ducked into an Irish pub for some Sherpa IPA and some local cheese to wrap up our second day in Kathmandu. Pana puri and dip. Yeah, onion and spices and peas. Maybe vinegary, I don't know. Very good.
Aru charat. I have no idea what it is. I'll look it up and tell you.
Sour. Very good. Peanuts. Wow. This is spiced potatoes, boiled and lightly fried, mixed with tamarind chutney, tangy lemon or lime juice, spices, onions, coriander, and crunchy bits. Very good. All the motorbikes have these crash guards on them. Chicken curry with Arctic naan on the way. Midnight snack with our Sherpa beer and Tamil. It's been another day of 20,000+ steps. Time for bed. Day 3 started with plans to head up to Navigator, where we had a mountain resort booked. We had a few hours to enjoy Kathmandu first, so we went out to find some local breakfast and take a walk over to the famous monkey temple, Pashupatinath Stupa. Breakfast on the rooftop in Kathmandu on the way to the Monkey Temple. The night before at the Irish pub, we had some really good local cheese, so we asked the manager where we could get some, and he pointed us towards the Lucky Dairy. We mapped out our route to the Monkey Temple, and it turned out the dairy was kinda sorta on the way, so we decided to swing by and pick up some cheese to take with us for our trip to the mountains. Take to the mountain. Cheese. Monkey Temple, heading to the top.
Inside we find a rice paper. It's 100 with the rice paper. When they come in temple, they like to do meditation. Then they go around and they spin the wheel like 3 times. It's come like good luck and good karma.
Perched above the chaos of Kathmandu, Swayambhunath Stupa, the Monkey Temple, is equal parts sacred and scrappy. You climb 365 steep steps, dodging monkeys with attitude, and land in a swirl of incense, prayer wheels, and watchful Buddha eyes. It's ancient, a little wild, and the view over the valley makes every step worth it. This is from the top of the Monkey Temple. It's funny because they make you pay right here after climbing all these steps. If they made you pay at the bottom, you'd probably say, oh, it's okay, I'll skip it this time. Dating back over 1500 years, Swayambhunath Stupa is said to have risen from a sacred lotus after an ancient lake drained to form the Kathmandu Valley. Its name means self-created, and it remains a powerful symbol of spiritual harmony where Buddhist and Hindu traditions have shared the same space for centuries. We took a different route back to our hotel, sampling local Nepali street food the whole way. Very good, whatever this is. Momo, 2 kinds of sauces. This one seems milkier. Hot sauce. This is the Pashupatinath path, and we found it by chance, leaving the monkey temple, going to our hotel. All the motorcycles here have these bars. They hang their groceries on them. We came to Kathmandu to get a feel for Nepal and start planning more adventurous trips down the line, using the city as our base. But you can't come all this way without at least trying to see the Himalayas, so we booked a night out in Nagarkot, about an hour east of Kathmandu. Junko Tabe was the first one to climb Mount Everest in 1975. She was the first woman to climb Mount Everest in 1975. Mount Everest climber. Big room. From the room, right here is where sunrise is going to be. Going to the rooftop on the 4th floor. Here is our shower water being heated right now. Solar water heaters. Moong dal being fermented on the roof of our hotel. Bean soup. There are 5 bees' nests making honey for us down here. We had a couple hours until dinner, so took a walk into the village about 20 minutes away. Here is the mountain village. Punari. Is it Punari? You have the shell with some potatoes and meat, and we add a little bit of vinegar-based sauce and eat it. Panapuri. It looks like rice, but it's like crunchy rice, like cereal, like breakfast cereal. With onions and a little bit of potato and spicy good stuff. It's more vinegary than spicy. Very good. Nagarkot, Nepal. Young, wild, and free. Look at this thing. Can't wait to figure out what it is. Zip coaster. 750 meters in 2 minutes. For 20 US. I'll be here tomorrow morning doing this. The Sunset Exodus. There were no buses here a few minutes ago. Now, packed. Look at all the tourists. Look at all the buses. Here on the hill, above the road to the village, they have a bonfire party. There's a temple. Maybe this is religious because they have all these flags too. I know they know how to build a fire, so they didn't build it from the top because they're stupid. They probably build it from the top so it will burn slower. Puppies hanging out with the chickens. Fort Resort. Nepali traditional thali plate.
In short, you can call Nepali thali.
Nepali thali. We had it the first night also. So I've done some tasting, and I believe this is a chicken curry. This is like a soup. This is my ginger with honey. This right here is like Goya, bitter melon, deep fried. This, I believe, is what was fermenting on the roof. Greens and rice pudding for dessert. Bought the Parmesan cheese and the cumin cheese to taste, to see, because you can bring 2.5 kilograms back to Thailand. Nagarkot sits much higher than Kathmandu at around 2,175 meters, just over 7,000 feet. So heading up from Kathmandu, you're gaining roughly 750 meters, or about 2,500 feet, enough to feel the cooler air and take in the bigger, better Himalayan views. We woke up early on day 4 hoping for a Himalayan sunrise, but Mother Nature had other plans. No mountain views this time, but the sky still put on a show, shifting colors as the sun briefly winked through the clouds before disappearing again. Breakfast on the mountain. I'm in the shadow, but it's improving. I have an omelet, some bacon, sausage, herbs in the omelet, potato, banana, bread, and a bonus avocado. After breakfast, we walked back into town so I could try out the zip coaster we discovered the day before.
Yeah. And 100 point here.
Ready?
Okay, ready? Okay, 3, 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Can I take video of this? Wow, impossible to come off, right?
Yeah.
The zip coaster comes with a bonus Stairmaster workout included. Cue the heavy breathing sound effects. With the fun behind us, it was time to head back to Kathmandu for 2 more nights. We booked a different hotel in a less touristy area to get a feel for local life and to be a bit closer to the last 2 temples we wanted to visit before leaving. We checked in, grabbed some food, and headed over to Pashupatinath Temple, just a short walk from our hotel. Some kind of pudding. This is the sweet one we've been wanting to try. We'd heard from our taxi driver that Pashupatinath Temple is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and not to be missed, so we were really looking forward to it. The entrance fee was 1,000 Nepali rupees, about $7.50 US, which by local standards felt surprisingly expensive compared to everything else we'd done. After entering, we wandered a bit and came across and enjoyed a group of women singing as part of a puja, a traditional Hindu prayer ritual. We kept moving towards a larger crowd, but were stopped by a guard and told the inner temple is for Hindus only, which caught us off guard a bit, but we shrugged it off and made our way to a viewpoint where we could look into the complex we weren't allowed to enter. On the way to the viewpoint, the experience shifted. Along the river at Pashupatinath Temple, we witnessed Antyesti, traditional Hindu funeral rites where bodies wrapped in colorful cloth and carried on wooden stretchers are blessed through ritual before taken down to the river where they are cremated on open-air pyres. Smoke drifts through the air as families gather and ceremonies unfold. It was intense, unfamiliar, and deeply real. I stopped filming right away. It is not my place to document something so personal and sacred, and I was ready to quietly step away. The next and final temple on our visit was Pashupatinath Stupa. Shortly after arriving, our lucky timing got us into the best seats at a rooftop restaurant. Pashupatinath Stupa is one of the largest and most important Buddhist stupas in the world, and one of the most peaceful places in Kathmandu. The massive white dome represents the universe, topped with a golden spire and the all-seeing Buddha eyes looking out in every direction. Here on the roof with this guy watching me. Beautiful view. Go down there walking around. Beaten rice, peanuts, veggies. This is an egg, greens, beans, potato, chicken. And this is a bamboo soup, very good. I just learned the word circumambulation, walking around something sacred, doing prayers or meditation or prayer or respect. The thing of respect on your right. The Golden Eyes restaurant up there is where I had dinner just now. My first circumambulation. The main experience here is doing a kora, walking clockwise around the stupa. Locals, monks, and visitors move slowly in a steady flow, spinning prayer wheels and murmuring mantras as they go. Simple and sometimes hypnotic. God, thank you in advance. The Pashupatinath Stupa dates back over 1,500 years and has become a spiritual center for both locals and Tibetan refugees. Day 5, my friends booked a full day of Nepal's famous Ayurvedic detox, so I was on my own. I set out on a long exploratory walk back to Lucky Dairy in the area where we'd stayed the first 2 nights with one mission: stock up on about 2.5 kilos of cheese to take home. From there I took a different route back, wandering through the new streets and seeing as much of the city as I could along the way. If you also learned what circumambulation means today, please give the video a like, subscribe, share it, and drop a comment below. 1 kilo of smoked cheese, 1 kilo of Parmesan cheese, and half kilo of old kanchan. In Kathmandu, Nepal's culture and history is right in your face. Not polished, not staged for tourists. I learned that very fast. Kathmandu isn't always easy, but that's the point. It's raw, layered, and full of moments that stay with you, where history, culture, and everyday life all collide. It's not just a place you visit, it's one you experience, and one that leaves you wanting more.